You've got a brilliant idea, you've got the drive and desire, or maybe you've learned the strategy from me on how to launch a YouTube channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about some ways that you can come up with a YouTube channel name. In deciding the name of your channel, there's actually a spectrum. Okay, so on one end of the spectrum, the channel could be your name. On the other end of the spectrum, the channel could be your business or the name of your business or a brand, okay? But then there's a lot of things in between, and there's a lot of pros and cons to having it your name. There's a lot of pros and cons to having it your business. So in this video, I'm going to cover several examples so you kind of can see the pros and cons of each. And by the end of the video, you'll have an idea of where you fit and what you should name your channel.
So I know what you're thinking. You probably have an amazing business name, so naturally that should be the name of your YouTube channel. That's actually probably the worst idea. The best YouTube channels, the ones that have gotten the most attention, the most following, the ones that YouTube promote the most, are individuals, right? They're not companies, but they're a person. People want to get to know you. They don't want to get to know your company. Now, this might send up some red flags for you because you're like, Nate, I'm using this channel to generate leads for my business, so it's got to be my business name. These people have never heard of you before, and they've never heard of your company before. So what we're doing is we're positioning you as the expert. They find you, they build a relationship with you through eye contact that we're making in the videos, right? And then when they're ready to do more, they're like, okay, I know this person. Now, what company does he work for? What company does he represent? What products, what services does he offer? That's when they go to the website. That's when they see the brand. That's when they expect to see promo videos and menus or services or lists of different things that you offer. So I haven't looked at the screen yet. I just loaded it. I did see Mr. Beast out of the corner of my eye. I haven't looked at what other channels or videos are represented here, but I want to see how we're on the trending page, okay? The videos that are the most trending on YouTube, and I want to comb through and see if we can find any that are based on a company name. So let's check it out. Okay, so we got Mr. Beast. We got Tabs, not sure what that is. Flash and Rahul, but obviously not a company. Melanie Martinez. Okay, Netflix, that is a company. So we do have a company there. It looks like it's, it's Father of the Bride preview trailer, so that is something applicable to video. Simply Logical, Paolo G, Music, The Ellen Show. So even The Ellen Show, while that is a big show, it's based on her name, The Ellen Show. So I like that example as a good one. Danny Gonzalez, Jennifer Lopez, Travis Scott, Tony Lanes. All right, I'm not seeing a single company in the trending videos. I mean, big hit labels. I'm guessing those are music videos. Terminal Montage, don't know what that is. Yeah, I just keep looking and looking. I was actually expecting to at least find one. Okay, GQ, that's like a magazine or something, right? KHOU 11, is that a news station? So we dug far enough and we found something like a big magazine or a news station, but there's no businesses in the trending section. That's not really what people want to subscribe to, what they want to follow, what they're expecting to watch. So there's a lot of reasons against it being a brand or your company. So what are some examples in the middle? It can be a category. It can be a movement. It can simply be an idea. Because people can get behind a movement. They can get behind an idea or a concept or a principle. It's not a company that they know is going to be pitching to them or selling to them. We all have companies and we all have things to sell, but that's not what we'd put in these videos. In the videos, we teach, we share, we help. At the end of the video, we give them a call to action, either referring them to another episode or we give them a lead magnet. Hey, if you found value in this video, I have a free gift for you. Go ahead and click the link below and you can get access to that. When they access your free gift, that's when they learn about your company. They're expecting it. They want it. They wanted more information from you. You're giving them more for free, so they expect to see that and they're not upset by that. But on the free content you're putting out there on YouTube, they don't want to be sold to. So if you're not going to name it your name, and we'll talk more about the advantages of naming it after yourself, the middle ground is to pick a movement or a mission or a cause or a topic. So if your channel is about fitness, it might be, Runner Zone if you really like to run, or Entrepreneur's Corner. Let me think of one more example. Like we could call it A Better World. All right, so that doesn't sound like, I guess that could be your brand, but if it's the mission, like I want to make this place a better world, that means that I enjoy exploring and going hiking
and I talk about important things that are related to me, and I teach business principles. I don't know, but you have a better idea of what your channel is about, and so it's definitely better to move away from the name of your company and that professional corporate look and go for a cause or a brand or a topic.
Would you consider naming your YouTube channel after you, right? Your name. My channel is Nate Woodbury. It wasn't always that way. For a long time, my channel is actually called Hero TV. The Chris Crone channel, it didn't always start out that way. At first, it was RE for real estate, RE Investor TV. Kind of a long name, kind of a mouthful. Later, he created a brand called Limitless, and so we changed the name of the channel to Limitless TV. Okay, that's more of a movement. It is his brand. It was his logo. And we built the channel to a couple 100,000 subscribers under that name. People began to be familiar with it, but when we learned how powerful your channel could be to be based on your name, because it really helps people get to know you and build a relationship with you, not just a brand, we decided to change the name of the channel to Chris Crone, spelled with K's, K-R-I-S, K-R-O-H-N. But we had a challenge because now we had so many subscribers that knew of this channel as Limitless TV. So we set out a plan over 6 months to change it gradually. So the first thing we did is we called it Limitless TV hyphen Chris Crone. Okay, and then a few months later we swapped it, Chris Crone hyphen Limitless TV. Then at the end of the 6 months we just took off the Limitless TV. We did the same rotation with visuals and showing the logos and t-shirts that he wore and everything else. One important thing to note is if your channel is your name, you can really do anything you want or talk about any subject you want on your channel, and it applies to you. It fits within it. I talk so much about having really specific topics. So you want each video to be a really narrow, niche, specific question. But that doesn't mean your channel needs to be that specific. Your channel should be broad. It should be quite broad and cover lots of different topics. If you've heard my tree analogy, your channel can actually cover multiple trees, but each video should be a very specific leaf. So if the channel is your name, you can cover multiple trees. You can cover many different categories and it all makes sense. So you probably want some feedback. You've got a unique situation, right? Go ahead in the comments below. Let me know what you plan on naming your channel or an idea that you have, and I'll reply and I'll let you know what I think.
I have a free gift for you, all right? So I am a YouTube expert and I teach a lot of different YouTube strategies, and I've created an almanac. I call it the Influencer Almanac. So I want to give it to you for free. Just go ahead and click the link below and you can get access to that so you can learn a lot more about YouTube and other ways to grow your influence there.